하지 않았었던 지난 나의 딸이 들어볼래 우리 평생을 약속하자던 갑작스런 너의 propose no 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 I don't wanna hear it Oh baby I dived into all into you You must do the same
Gotta take an energy drink break, y'all. Your girl has like no energy after 5 minutes of talking to the camera. It's actually an issue and I don't know why.
Nobody cares! Nobody!
Hello you guys, so welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Avery. I am so glad that you're joining us today. So today's video is really exciting because I have a massive book haul. I have quite a lot of books to show you guys today, and I am super excited because these are books that I have been wanting forever, or that my library didn't have, or that I wanted physical copies of. And these are just books that like have meant a lot to me, and I have had them on my wish list for like a bajillion years, or they're new releases that I'm really excited about from my favorite authors. Either way, I got a lot of books that I'm really excited to show you guys. And as always, like, subscribe, do all the fun things before we get into the video if you're not already. I have some fantasy, I have some romantasy, I have a lot of romance, actually way more than I thought I would. I have just some like cozy poetry books, I have some manga, so I have quite a variety of books to show you guys today, and I am just like so excited. These books mean the world to me. Like, the books are practically my children, and so I am just like over the moon excited. I have more books out for delivery as we speak, so I'm gonna have to come back and film for you guys later. But for now, most of the books have arrived. So let's just get right into it. I don't want to waste another moment because I haven't seen these books either. So I just cannot wait to like hold them in my hand and talk about them with you guys. And let me know if you guys also took advantage of the Amazon book sale that was going on, because that's whenever I got these books, because like your girl cannot be getting this amount of books full price, you know. I had to get that 50% off coupon. So with that being said, let's just jump right into this haul. Oh, I also got a few books at my library's used bookstore yesterday, in fact. So I just wanted to include those couple books in this haul because like I don't really have another time to show you guys. So why not just start out with those, because there's only a couple and I can just like get through this really quickly. So the first book that I got at my library's used bookstore was Strange to the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I have heard such good things about this book but have never read it, and I'm honestly like, I don't know why. I just think it was one of those things that's always in the back of my mind, but I just kept forgetting to actually buy it. And I was so excited whenever I saw it at my library's used bookstore for $3, y'all, okay? $3. Hopefully that is in focus. I cannot tell from here, but this was $3, a hardcover, practically brand new, and I just like had to pick it up. I was like, this is my sign. Like, I've heard about this book for a million years. This is a lot of my favorite booktubers' favorite books, such as The Clockwork Reader. Hannah always recommends this. It's literally in her reading journal, which I have. And so I just have been meaning to pick this up for like 3 years. And so I just took that as my sign to go ahead and buy it. And I'm really excited. I don't really know what it's about. I know that it's a fantasy, and I've heard that it gives off the Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstein type vibes. Maybe the aesthetic, maybe the writing, I'm not too sure. But either way, I'm just really excited about this because I'm always looking for more fantasy books, because your girl is a fantasy girly, you know, like what can I say? So I was super excited whenever I found this for $3 at my library's used bookstore. It is hot in this room, y'all. The AZ summer, oh god, the AZ summer be hidden. Alright, and then, oh, no, wait, let me take off that ugly sticker, hello. Then this is the second book that I got at my library's bookstore. I am a really big baker. If you didn't know, I don't think I've talked too much about that on this app, but I'm also like vegan, kind of. I eat fish and whatnot, no one cares. But I just love baking, especially vegan baking, and I always try to make a little bit healthier recipes. So I was really excited whenever I saw this for only $10, practically brand new condition. And it's called Desserts to Live For by Talia Fershman. Hopefully I said that right, but I'm really excited about it. It was only $10, and it just is like the type of cookbook that I will absolutely use and adore. And I already looked through it. The Amazon reviews were great. The Goodreads reviews were awesome. It just has a bunch of like healthy vegan dessert recipes. Like the one I'm really excited about, it was like matcha ice cream bars or something, but it just looked really good. And this is like not that interesting to most people, but for me, I was very excited about it. And then the last thing, I didn't even buy this, it just came free with purchase. You could choose like any little book in this basket. It's this cute little vintage pocketbook that has landscapes of France on it, and I Oh my gosh, France is like my dream place to live, so I'm always looking for old paintings or just old art of France in general. So I was really excited that I found this and that it was free. Like, hello, how could I not pick it up? It just has a bunch of cute little things that I thought I could maybe cut out and decoupage onto something. Not too sure yet, but I definitely know that it will come in handy for some type of art project in the future, and if not, just like fun to look at, you know? And that was all the books that I got at my library's used bookstore, and now we can move on to the Amazon haul. This is like one of 5 boxes that I have, so there's just strap in, y'all. Grab a snack, grab a drink, like put a movie on in the background, because this is about to be a long video, I am quite sure. Also, this is the only Garfield box that they sent me. All the others were just their regular Amazon packaging. Like, Amazon, what are you doing? You gotta put Garfield on everything. Like, how could you not? He's such an icon, you know?
Let me lower this for you guys so that you can actually like see what I'm doing more so. So I got my handy dandy scissors here. Just cut this bad boy right open. I am so excited. You don't even understand.
Also, the sound of that. I don't know which books are in here. Oh, you guys. Okay, I am so excited. The first book in here is Emily Henry's new release. Okay. I'm so excited right now. Books literally make me more happy than anything in the entire world. So, oh, she is beautiful. This was $10, you guys. $10 for a new release Emily Henry hardcover. Like, she's stunning, she's gorgeous. This is such a pretty color, purple also. I am so excited. Emily Henry is one of my all-time favorite authors. Like, I love pretty much every single book of hers that I've read. They've all been 4 stars and above, I'm like pretty sure. So I am really happy that I was able to get this and it was on sale during the Amazon book sale, because like, it's just so beautiful, you know? Like, there's no words. I don't even know what it's about. I just know that it's an Emily Henry book, therefore I must pick it up, and I will hopefully love it, and I'm sure that I will because I just love her writing. And this is a romance book, by the way. If you aren't too familiar with Emily Henry, she's a romance book author. I highly recommend all of her books, especially book lovers, and I am just like, I cannot wait to read this. This is going to be on my immediate TBR. And then the next book that I got is the hardcover of The Prisoner's Throne, or Prisoner's Stone. Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black. Of course, she wrote The Cruel Prince. If you aren't familiar with her, she is an icon, she's a legend. Like, she is literally every fantasy lover's mom, basically. Like, she's so iconic. If you aren't familiar with Holly Black, she wrote The Cruel Prince, which I'm sure that even if you haven't read her books, you've heard of The Cruel Prince. It's one of my all-time favorite fantasy series and just series in general. And I immediately picked up The Stolen Heir, like right when it released a couple years ago. I still haven't read it. I got over 100 pages in, and then I DNF'd it because like just something happened in my personal life, and I kind of just was like really overwhelmed and I couldn't read at the moment, and I just haven't gone back to it since because I was waiting for this to be released. Because from the 100 pages that I did read of The Stolen Heir, the first book in this duology, by the way, this is the second book in the duology that I picked up, at least the first 100 pages or so, I really enjoyed it. It's just that like life was getting very overwhelming and I never picked it back up, but I was really hoping to like very soon, and so that's why I went ahead and picked this up, especially because it was literally only $11. So I was like, okay, this is like, I'm never gonna be able to get this for this price again, so I was just like, I needed it, you know? And in this series specifically, if you aren't too familiar, you haven't read it yet, the 2 main characters are actually side characters from the original Cruel Prince trilogy. They are now the main characters in this story. I don't really know what happens, like I can't really give you a summary because I only read the first 100 pages in the first book, The Stolen Heir, but it is a fantasy book, it takes place in the same world, like it's really good. The main characters are grown up now, so we're just seeing like their whole adventure together is what I'm gathering based off the summary and what little I've read of the first book. And I'm just really excited to have this because anything that Holly Black writes, I devour instantly. Like, I just love her books. Besides, obviously, like I DNF'd one of them, but not on purpose and not because I wasn't enjoying it. But I'm really excited to reread The Stolen Heir as well as read this immediately afterwards, because I just know that I'm gonna love it. Even though I haven't read it yet, it's just like a gut feeling that I'm gonna love it. But anyways, let's move on to the next book now. Ooh, okay, so Sarah Adams, she wrote The Cheat Sheet, which is just like this cheesy little romance that I read a couple years ago, but I loved it. It was just one of those romances that it was mindless, it was fast-paced, it was easy writing, but the romance was really cute, and it was just like, it was just a really fun read. I rated it 4 stars. I just like loved it, and I knew immediately that I wanted her next book that would be released, which is The Rule Book. I don't know what this is about. I know that it's a sports romance, and I think one of the main characters is like was a teammate or something of the main character who was a football player in the first book, if you didn't know. It's connected somehow, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully I'm not wrong and I'm just sounding like an idiot. I probably am, but whatever. But I'm really, really excited about this because I just love like a cutesy, cheesy little romance, predictable, I don't care. Like sometimes you just need like a mindless little cute romance, and that's hopefully what this is going to deliver, and hopefully I love it. We shall see, but I'm really, really excited to read this. Okay, I am honestly like shook that I haven't read this yet and that I haven't been too spoiled, because this book was literally everywhere like for the past year or so, and that is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I think that's how you say her name. Hopefully I'm not wrong. But I don't literally know nothing about this. I just know that it was everywhere. It was like general fiction or romance. I don't even know what genre it is, besides that it has some type of like element of romance. It could totally just be general fiction. I literally don't know. I just know that everyone was obsessed with it, and therefore I am gullible and I fell into the BookTok trap of book recommendations for this book, and so I had to buy it whenever it was only $5 instead of $18. So it's like, it's so beautiful, and how could you not whenever all the BookTok girlies are like recommending you this book till their dying breath, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really, really excited to read this. I literally don't know what it's about. I couldn't tell you anything. I just know that it's cute and I got it, so yes. Alrighty, you guys, this is the last book in the first box of many, but this is the last book in that box. I saw Destiny, who's a fellow booktuber, and as well as Sarah Crowley and Haley Pham read this. Wait, did Haley? Yeah, no. I think I did see Haley Pham's reading vlog for this, but I definitely saw Des and Sarah Crowley read this, and they really, really liked it. I believe they both rated it 4 or 5 stars, and I was just influenced, honestly, because of the cover. Like, this is one of the most beautiful book covers that I've personally ever seen. I'm just like such a hoe for bookshelves and stuff on actual book covers. I don't know, something about it just like scratches a part of my brain that I don't know it needs to be scratched. And this book cover delivers exactly that. All that I really know about it is that it is a fantasy book with romance, and it has really good writing, and the cover is very aesthetic, and so I just had to have it because a lot of my favorite booktubers were recommending it. And I trust their opinion more than my own, apparently, sometimes, because I was definitely influenced, okay? I was influenced to buy this, but I am not mad about it because it's really, really pretty, and it just seems like my type of book, because I have seen comparisons. The only like thing that I know about it, and it doesn't even really count because it's a comparison, is that it compares to The Starless Sea in the sense of like the whimsical, magical elements as well as the writing. And I really loved The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, so I am really, really excited that I was able to pick this up. Alright, let's do the small one next because I'm too lazy to cut the box right now and pick it up and all that. I'm getting so overheated, but am I gonna change? No, because I am lazy. So we're just gonna deal with it and then do the easy stuff first. Dun, 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 dun. So this is the next book that I picked up, and it is a poetry book. I think it's the only poetry book that I got in this haul, if I'm remembering correctly. But I have seen so many quotes from like multiple different booktubers and booktokers and stuff, like take photos of quotes and put this on their channels, and I have really, really loved every single quote that I've seen, and they all just so happen to be from this book. Like, they've all touched my heart in some way or scratched a part of my brain. All I really know about this is that it's kind of about childhood trauma, which, you know, your girl has plenty of that to go around. So I am very, very excited to read this and hopefully find a little bit of healing, you know. Like, the romance books and fantasy books, they can only really heal so much because this is real life, y'all. Okay, this is real life. Not everything is all black and white and happy sparkles all the time. So I am super, super excited to read this. Hopefully it resonates with me just as much as like all the quotes that I've seen online do. I just know that either way, even if I don't personally love it, like, I'm glad that I have it because it was such a good price, and also it is such a beautiful cover. Again, I am someone that judges books based off of their covers, okay? And literally anyone who says that they don't clearly doesn't read, because anyone who does read, we all know that we are judging a book based off of their cover, okay? We will gravitate towards prettier covers, and that's just how it be. And I'm not gonna lie about it. So either way, even if I don't like this, I'm glad that I picked it up because it's beautiful and I just cannot wait to read it. All right, now for another box. All right, the sound of that is so satisfying to me for some reason. Like, tell me why they literally only put one book in this massive box. Like, why does Amazon, they'll literally have a package this big with like this big of an actual product inside. Like, what are they doing? They talk about recycling, but like, girl, no. Because like, what do you mean with this massive box with this one book? Okay. Anyways though, I am so excited to finally have this. Now, the next book that I got is The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. It's the second book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series that I'm sure you've seen everywhere. It is like one of my all-time favorite fantasy books. I just love it, like I adore it. But I read the second book on my phone whenever I did read it about like 6 months ago or something like that. And I've just wanted a physical copy ever since. I would give anything to have got the special edition, like the all purple lavender beautiful edition at Barnes & Noble that they had for a limited time, but sadly that sold out before I was able to get it. But that's okay, because at least I have the physical copy now, and I just really wanted the physical copy to put next to the first book in this series that's on my bookshelf right now, because it's just like, it's so beautiful. Literally, I pretty much just bought this for the cover. I already read it? Yes, but maybe this will make me reread it, because I think about this series so often that I honestly should just reread it to get the feels again, because this series is so good. It's a fantasy and romance series, and it's like more fairy tale. I feel like a lot of fantasy books, they don't really lean into the actual like fairy tale happy magic. It's more like dark, like someone's going to like at any moment, you know, type thing. But that's why I'm so obsessed with this series, because it really leans into the like fairy tale, just magical happy feels, while also having some heartbreaking scenes. If you know, you know. If you haven't read this, I would highly recommend this series, the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, to anyone, and I'm so glad to finally have a physical copy of the second book in the series. Alright, now for this massive bestie. Hopefully there's like more than one book inside and not just like massive freaking box for only one book, but it feels quite heavy, so I kind of have a feeling I know what's in here. I didn't like check to see which books were and were not being delivered today, or what had already been delivered, because I just figured it would be more of a surprise, and that'd be kind of fun for both you and I to find out together, even though obviously I know what I bought, but just like whatever. We have to add some element of like spice, a little element of surprise, some fun every now and again. So that is kind of why I decided not to open these books and just show you them when I could just unbox them with you. So here we are. Okay, if you could see the rest of my bed right now, she's looking a little bit messy. I'm not going to show you, but just know that this is not all aesthetic. Like, this is very messy. The aftermath of filming a book haul, if you were curious, which you probably weren't, because like, who thinks about that? But I'm just going to tell you anyway. All right, so the first book that is in this box is The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride. Now, this book has literally been everywhere, okay? Like, every period where, exclamation point, because I don't even know like what it is. I just know that it won Barnes & Noble's Book of the Year and everyone keeps talking about it, but I've been trying to avoid spoilers, so I have no idea what it's about. I just know that it's a general fiction book and that it has amazing writing and that it is supposed to literally clutch your heart and just rip it out to pieces. Apparently, I have seen so many people crying over this book, but again, I swiped away because I didn't want to be spoiled, because I just like to go into books blind. But I just figured, why not finally pick it up now that it was on sale? It was only around $9.50 for the paperback. I did want the hardcover just because I've seen it in person and I feel like it looks way prettier, but this was so much cheaper. So I was obviously like, okay, yeah, I'll just get the paperback, because your girl is trying to be smart. Even though she is doing these book hauls, your girl's also trying to be smart with her money. So I just got the paperback version, but I'm really excited to read this because I have been in a like self-help book type mood, or just like books that make you cry or whatnot. So I am really excited to have this, and hopefully my heart will be broken and healed all at once by this book. We shall see. Maybe I should film a reading vlog for this book, because it did win Barnes & Noble's Book of the Year, and I don't know, maybe that could be kind of fun. We shall see. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments. And then this is the, oh my, you guys, I am so excited about this book. Everyone and their mother has been talking about Abby Jimenez's new book, Just for the Summer, and I am so excited that I was finally able to get my hands on a copy, especially it was only like $11 or something like that. And this is just like, I've heard the perfect summer book, especially in the romance department. I've just heard such amazing things about it. I don't know what it's about, except that it is a summer romance, and I love summer romance books. Like, summer books, literally, especially summer romance books, they just give me the feels. Like, they give me nostalgia for things I've never even experienced, if that's possible. And I'm hoping that this is what this book is going to be able to provide me, because I am just in such a like summer book mood. I keep saying that about literally every single book genre that I've picked up. Like, I'm in a self-care mood, I'm in a poetry mood, I'm in a fantasy mood, but I'm just in a book mood, I guess, which makes sense because I am obsessed with books, as you know. So I am super happy that I was finally able to pick this up. I got a lot more like romance books than I originally thought because I was originally going to get more fantasy, but I realized I have so many fantasy books and not as many romance, surprisingly, and I was just in a romance mood, like, I guess, according to this haul. So here we have another romance book. Believe it or not, I have never read a single Elsie Silver book, not the Chestnut Springs series, not Rose Hill, not anything. So I was really just like needing to pick up one of her books, and I've heard that this one is the best one to start out with. It is called Flawless. I think that this is the Chestnut Springs series, if I'm not mistaken. I've heard that it's also like more of a summer-esque type aesthetic, not necessarily a summer book like Abby Jimenez's books, but just more like summer setting and whatnot. I've also never read a romance book or just any book in general really with cowboys, especially not cowboys as like the main love interests. That is what I've gathered, like these are cowboys or bull riders or something like that. But I just know that it's like a Western summer type book with amazing romance, and everyone is obsessed with this series, and so I thought, why not give it a shot? Because who knows, maybe I will turn out to be a cowboy romance book girly. We shall see. But I'm super excited, and if I don't love this book, I'm still gonna give her other series a try. I didn't get more of her books in this haul, but I just really wanted to finally pick up something. And I just have heard that Chestnut Springs is her best series, so I thought, why not start out with Flawless? Are you even surprised that the next book I'm about to show you is another romance book? Yeah, this book has been going super viral recently, Picking Daisies on Sundays by Liana Sincati. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But I've just heard that this is like such a sweet, like, will get you in your feels 90s rom-com type book. Like, not a super spicy or complicated book. That's what I've heard. I don't know for sure. I haven't read it yet, obviously. I thought the cover was super cute. All the quotes that I've seen, by the way, because people have been posting a lot of photos of quotes from this book on their TikTok and whatnot, and all the quotes that I've seen have literally just been like so sweet, and I am really excited because this book has been sold out forever on Amazon, at least that I've seen, and none of the libraries near me have it in any type of copy, physical, audio, nothing. And so I was super excited whenever I saw that it was back in stock and on sale. So obviously I had to pick it up. Again, this is Picking Daisies on Sundays by Liana Sincati, and I'm super excited to read this. So this is not normally a type of book that I would pick up during the summer, but I have been in such a cozy fantasy, think like The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Legends and Lattes, which I have not read but really want to, but just like that type of aesthetic, those type of cozy fantasies lately with like the coffee shops and like just like cute little Hobbit type things. So that is why I picked up You Can't Spell Treason Without Tea by Rebecca Thorne, because the cover A is like the cutest little coffee shop in the world, or I guess tea shop, I'm not sure. But like literally on the cover it says a cozy fantasy steeped with love, which like, how can you get more Avery than that? I am literally like, autumn is my favorite season, autumn and winter. And so this type of book is literally just my jam. And for some reason this summer, I have been really into reading cozy fantasies even during the summer. Obviously I still love like my summery books, but I have been especially into cozy fantasies lately for the past month or so. And so I just knew I had to pick this up. And also the Goodreads reviews like just describe everything that people have described about this book. It just made me want to read it even more. So I'm super excited to finally have this. The next book I'm about to show you is like the total opposite of the last book, Can't Spell Treason Without Tea, and it is Butcher and Blackbeard by Brian Weaver. I literally don't know like anything about this. This is a dark romance, I believe, and I don't think I've ever actually read a dark romance, and this book has been super popular lately, especially on like BookTok for dark romance readers, and I've just been wanting to try out one because this one apparently isn't supposed to be like too dark, and as a newbie to dark romance I figured that this would be a great beginner book, and also it's just absolutely beautiful. So I am really excited to finally have this. It's Friends to Lovers, which like I had no idea that a dark romantic book would be Friends to Lovers, but apparently that's a thing. So I am really excited to read this. Alright you guys, this next book I'm about to show you is like one of the things I'm most excited about from this entire haul. And even though it's literally a tiny little novella, I just finished Powerless last month and I have not stopped thinking about it. I literally think about that book and its characters and the ending like once a day. And so whenever I was able to get my hands on this for only $7, I was like, absolutely put that in the cart, like check out, let's go. And it is Powerful by Lauren Roberts. It's a novella that takes place before Powerless, and the main character in this book is a side character that I absolutely adored in Powerless, and that's the main character in Powerful, and it's like her little love story from what I've seen. And so I am just super excited to read this, especially because of the events that took place in Powerless with this main character. It just made me even more excited to read this. If you know, you know. Okay, Lauren Roberts, that was like, girl, what you did, we don't, trying not to spoil it, but just know, Lauren Roberts, to watch your back after what you did to this certain character. But that's why I am even more excited to read this, because of certain things that happened in Powerless. That just made me more excited to read Powerful, because like the ending that this one character had was pretty unfortunate. Again, I'm trying not to give spoilers, but I just know that I am beyond thrilled to finally have this in my hands, and it's also so cute and tiny and adorable, and I'm obsessed with it. So yeah, cannot wait to read Powerful by Lauren Roberts. And then this is the last book in this box. Like I said earlier, I have some more books being delivered. Hello. Okay, there we go. I have more books being delivered today, only like 2, I think, but I will come back whenever those get delivered and like show you guys them, obviously. But for now, this is the last book in this part of the video. So this is Words of a Goat Princess by Jessie Reyes, and I have heard nothing but good things about this, and I believe it's a poetry book. It's kind of hard to tell because there's like a bunch of images in it, so I don't know exactly what it's going for yet, but I'm pretty sure it's a poetry book. I just know that literally any review I have seen of this has been glowing. Like, I've never seen a single person hate this, and I know for sure that like a lot of the booktubers I really like absolutely adored this book. And I don't know, it's just like something I really have been wanting forever. It's always in the back of my mind. It's always like, oh, I'll get to that eventually. So whenever I saw that it was included in the Amazon sale, I was like, okay, this is my sign. I'll just go ahead and get it. It was super cheap, and I am just really like beyond thrilled to finally have it in my hands, have my own copy. Like I said, literally every single review I've seen of this poetry collection has been amazing. They're always like 4 or above, but mostly 5 stars. So I am just like beyond thrilled about this. I also saw that the Amazon rating was 4.8 or something like that off of thousands of reviews. So I am just like beyond happy to finally pick up a copy of my own, and hopefully I will enjoy it as much as all the other people that I've seen read this. Like, hopefully I enjoyed it as much as they did, because like this book has just been everywhere. Like, it's always in the back of my mind. So finally I picked it up, and I will see you guys very soon for the next couple of books in this haul.
A few moments later.
Hello you guys, so it is actually the next day since I talked to you last. My books just kept getting delayed and delayed. They were supposed to be delivered yesterday afternoon, but they didn't end up getting delivered till like almost 9 p.m. last night. So it is the next day now, but that's okay because I have the last couple of packages right here. There's only like 1 or 2, or there's more than 1, obviously. I'm holding up 2 packages, but there's only like 2 or 3 books left in this haul, I believe. I have the rest that I've already shown you guys right behind me on display. I cannot wait to add them to my shelf, which I think I'll show you. If not, I'll definitely like make a little TikTok about it, because I just cannot wait to have these aesthetically pleasing books on my bookshelf. Like, I'm so excited. But anyways, I don't want to waste another second before I open these books, so let's just get right into these bad boys. Okay, I just tore off the little like thing on the top of the package. But I'm gonna show you guys first before I even see what it is, because I honestly, my memory is so bad. Like, the stress be getting to your girl that I don't even remember like which books are in these packages, honestly. So I'll show you guys before I even get to see which book it is. All right. Hopefully that's even the cover. Like, I don't know which way to turn it, but for some reason this feels right, because if I turn it like this way, I think I'd be able to tell what it is. So here she is. Let's see what it is. No, oh my gosh. Okay. If you don't know what this book is, don't worry, because I didn't either until like a week ago whenever I saw one of my favorite booktokers talking about it, and she said that it's like one of the most underrated romance books that she's ever read. I believe she gave it 5 stars, and just the way that she described this book to me, like the summer romance vibes, made me immediately add it to my cart, and I knew that I'd be getting it during this sale because I saw that it was probably going to be included in the sale. So I definitely wanted to go ahead and pick this up because it was only $6 or $6.50, something like that, and I'm just really excited. A, because the cover is absolutely gorgeous. B, because I'm always trying to discover underrated books and like ones that I think should be more popular, because I definitely know that I have read some amazing books that do not get talked about on social media enough, and I can definitely make a video if you guys want to see that, like talking about books that I think are pretty underrated in my opinion. But anyways, I got recommended this book by Delaney. I think that's her username, just Delaney. I'll pop up her username right here for sure, just to like be certain. But I am just really excited. I know that this is a summer romance and that it is a lot like deeper than most romance books, especially summer romance books tend to be on the lighter side. But I've heard that this one really explores themes such as like trauma and grief and stuff like that. I don't know if that's 100% accurate. Again, I go into all my books blind pretty much. I just hear about them via social media, and if they sound intriguing or if I've seen a couple of just like out of context quotes, then you girl is going to buy them. So that is kind of the case with this. Like, your girl is pretty much just blind whenever it comes to books, but I've ended up loving most of the books that I own, and even if I don't, I still have them. So I am just like really excited about owning this. But because I do usually go into books blind, that's just made me all the more excited to pick this book up, knowing a little bit more about it and how it does explore those different types of themes such as grief, trauma, that type of thing. I'm pretty sure, don't like quote me on that, but I do know that it's supposed to be more than just a fluffy romance. And even though like your girl does love a good fluffy cheesy romance every now and then, as you can tell, because I got way more romance books. I'm usually more of a fantasy book girly, a romantasy, but I got like a lot of romance books this haul, and so this is the one that I'm actually pretty much the most excited for, if not like the Emily Henry book, just because I have been going through it lately, y'all, and I am just like really excited to read about other characters that are also going through it, so I can distract myself and try to gaslight myself into thinking that, you know, maybe my pain isn't as bad, because these characters, like, they be struggling too, and so it just makes me feel less alone. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I'm really excited to finally have picked this up, and by finally, I mean I did discover this book a week ago, but you know, that's a week too long in my opinion. With that being said, I am just super glad that I got recommended this, and I cannot wait to read it and give you guys my thoughts in maybe a future video or short, whatever. But either way, I definitely want to make like some type of video about this, just because like I said, it is more than just a fluffy romance, and I am always like wanting to talk about underrated books, and I think that'd be really fun. All right, we shall add her to the little pile that we have going on over here. Does she look cute? She does look cute. Okay. All right, on to the last package. I don't know if this one has one book or two. Like I said, I really don't remember which books are in here besides that one. Like, why is my memory so bad? I don't know. But let's open her up. Alrighty, you guys, we'll do the same thing. We'll make it a little bit more of a surprise. So hopefully, once again, I have the cover displayed correctly and you can see the title. Based off of my memory, I am pretty sure that this is an Abby Jimenez book, although I could be wrong. But let's take a look. Okay, I was right. Okay, you guys, I'm like never right, so this is really exciting that I was actually right, and like I should be right because I literally bought this, so like I should know what I bought, but my memory is so bad, so I'm very excited that I got that guess right. But anyways, this is actually another recommendation from the same booktoker, Delaney, and she said that this is like her favorite Abby Jimenez book, I'm pretty sure, and that is one of her most underrated reads. I don't know if that's like for sure accurate. I don't think I've actually ever read an Abby Jimenez book, which I know is like really bad, but that's why I got two of her books in this haul, because I'm really trying to get more into the romance genre in general, especially these really popular authors such as Abby Jimenez, like Sarah Adams, Elsie Silver, that whole deal. So that's the reason I picked this up, and again, the cover is absolutely stunning. Sorry you guys, my mom came in for a second because she had asked me a question, but anyways, like I was saying, I am super excited to have this. This is another one of those romance books where I know it contains a lot heavier topics than just like the fluffy romance and then a little side plot. I know way more about this book specifically than I do about literally every other book in this pile, because your girl actually did her research this one time. I know that the main character's brother isn't like going to kind of soon and needs a kidney donor. I know that she's about to lose her job, or she just lost her job. Like, I know that the main character's life is in ruins basically, and like I can relate to that girl. So I'm very excited once again to read about characters and their kind of cruddy lives, so that I can relate to them and, you know, kind of just like distract myself, but also find comfort in the fact that someone else is going through something too, but also like being like, no, my thing isn't as bad because like look what this character is going through, you know, that type of thing. It's just, I manipulate myself through books, basically is what I'm trying to say. I gotta distract, I gotta girl boss, I gotta gatekeep, I gotta gaslight, all to myself via books, if that makes any type of sense. And honestly, if it doesn't, like that's okay. That just means that your life is probably going much better than mine, and you don't have to do that via books. So good for you, but also like good for me because I'm super excited to finally have picked this up. I have known about this book a little bit longer than I've known about an Infinity. Oh, sorry, you guys, I totally forgot to tell you about the title of the last book. It is The Infinity or An Infinity Between Us by It's called The Infinity Between Us by N.S. Perkins. That was the last book. I totally forgot to tell you guys the title. I'm so sorry. And then this one is called Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. Once again, like, yes, you guys saw that already. But I am just like over the moon excited to have these last couple of books, especially because like I have discussed, your girl is kind of going through it right now in life. So just like being able to find books that are romance, and so there is definitely these like lighter topics. Like obviously it's a romance book, so it's not gonna be just all depression and stuff, but having like a little element of reality sprinkled in is helpful, because like sometimes whenever you read books and you just like you are reading them for escapism and trying to escape your thoughts, but other times you also want to find characters that relate to your thoughts, and that just happens to be the type of mood I'm in, both escapism and also wanting to relate. I don't know, it's like this weird paradox going on in my reader brain, but hopefully I have enough variety of like genres and whatnot of books in this haul to kind of fulfill both sides of reality and escapism. I don't really know what I'm saying. I feel like I'm kind of just rambling. I woke up at 6 a.m. today for no reason. Like, also, I'm sorry that you can see my ring light. I just noticed that. Let's just ignore that, okay? I'm kind of rambling. My head's my head is all over the place. I don't really know why. Probably because I woke up at 6 a.m. like not on purpose. My body was just kind of like, okay, no girl, like you were up editing till 1 a.m. but we're gonna wake you up at 6 a.m. just for the fun of it all. So I'm sorry if this video is kind of like chaotic towards the end, but you know what? We always need a little bit sprinkle of chaos sprinkled in now and then, so that is okay. But this is the last book in this haul, so let me add it to my pile, and then I will give you guys my like final thoughts. I think that she should definitely go on top of the other Abby Jimenez book, like duh. Look how cute my little piles are. They're so cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. On that note, you guys, I just want to like be a little bit more serious for a second, okay? Because I've just been kind of like an airhead throughout the last 5-10 minutes of this video, and probably throughout the entire beginning and middle and intro and all that, but whatever, we'll just ignore that. So for the outro of this video, I just want to say once again how grateful I am for these books and that I am able to have them. I know so much is going on in the world right now, and I mean there really always is stuff going on in the world, but like especially right now during like just everything, and there's so much, I don't even know, like there's just too much to get into, but I know that I'm beyond like lucky to be able to have any of these books, whether they were on sale or not. The fact that I was able to get any books at all just like means the world to me, and I am beyond grateful. Like I know that I am so blessed to be able to do anything, let alone like make videos and have free time and have any type of money left over to be able to buy these books and things that bring me joy and do things that bring me joy and have time to read. And I always want you guys to know how truly grateful I am for this platform, and to be able to connect with fellow book lovers, or even people that don't read, like if they want to get into reading, or if they just like thrifting, or if they for some reason just like my personality. Like sometimes I don't even like my personality, so I don't know like how other people do, but whatever, that's not the point. The point is that I'm just like, I just want you guys to know that like this haul means everything to me, and I'm like, I don't even have words. I don't know how to express it into words pretty much. Like I am so bad whenever it comes to expressing my emotions. I'm sorry about that. I used to be a lot more emotional whenever I was younger, but as like an adult I kind of have like some walls built up. I need some therapy, don't we all? But just know that this haul meant everything to me. You guys meant everything to me. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching this haul and this video. And if you're new to my channel, I hope that you I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Maybe, who knows, maybe you'll subscribe, like turn on notifications, do all that good jazz. But with that being said, I will leave this video off right here, and let me know if you guys have gotten any good books recently from your library, thrift store, Amazon sale, like whatever. Just let me know like what you've been reading, how's your life been going. I'd love to catch up in the comments. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with another video. All right, goodbye besties, love you all.